And this is my story, but I know that it's not just my story. 1 in 3 people experience a mental health disorder at some time in their life. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back also to VLOGTOBER. I have a huge announcement. If you can tell, maybe you've guessed so far, but I have been saying since the beginning of this month, I have a big announcement, something big is coming, and it is here today. I am officially launching my book. I wrote a book, I'm so excited. I wrote a book, and this book is literally from the bottom of my heart, and my heart and soul has gone into this. This is the book that I wish I had have had when I was so unwell, dealing with depression. And I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. But the book is called I Love You All the Time, and it is written by me, and it is illustrated beautifully by my beautiful friend Delwyn Pake. And so I have signs. I feel official because I have signs, but you can see here her name is here, and it's a parent's personal journey through depression. And this is my story, but I know that it's not just my story. 1 in 3 people experience mental health disorder at some time in their life, be it anxiety or depression or both put together. 1 in 3. So I mean, I am one. There's 7 in my family. David and I both have experienced depression. So it is a very common experience, and depression is hard at the best of times, but depression is so hard as a parent. It is so very difficult. And so this book was the book that when I was getting well, I felt as though I wish I had have had something to read to my kids. And I felt the Lord put in my heart a dream to write that book, to write the book that I wished that I had. So when I was very unwell, I very much struggled to be around my children. Being around my kids was very hard for me. Now, I went through all sorts of depression. I began with postnatal depression, and that turned into prenatal depression when I was pregnant again. And then eventually it was just depression. And at all 3 stages, I mean, it's just depression. Depression is depression. It's just, you know, in pregnancy, they put it in different times and that sort of thing. But having experienced the whole array, I can tell you all 3 stages were equally as hard, a little different here and there, but equally as hard and very difficult. And as I was saying, I struggled very much to be around my kids. I did not want to be with my children. I wanted to be as far away from my family as I could. And I felt really no emotion towards my children. And the reason my son, and I'll get emotional, but the reason my son Darius here, and you can see he's grown up, but he was a baby when I got so unwell. Sorry. And this is how long my journey was. He was a baby when I was so unwell, and I was still recovering at this point when our beautiful, she's now become a lifelong friend, Delwyn, came into our home and took photos of us to start this story just as I was getting better. She has come and done this, and so it's captured Darius, but he was the baby that I became ill with. And I remember I talked about this in another video, but I felt no emotions. I was so numb around my own newborn baby, and having had 2 other children before that, and knowing the rush of love and the rush of emotions that follows normally, I was petrified. I did not know what to do, and I'm going to talk more about that in the future. But I would constantly say to my son Darius, and to my other children too, because I was struggling across the board, I would tell them I loved them. I would just tell them I loved them. I didn't feel like I loved them. I felt no love, but I would tell them over and over and over again that I loved them. And this book, as I said, is called I Love You All the Time. And it is a book that is written for children, but really it's written for the adult to read to the children. It is literally words given to you as the adult to speak over your children. And you may not feel the emotions, but this is like a script, if you will. But those words have power. Words have power, and they penetrate through. And these are words of life and love. And there is also a way to help kids understand, what does it look like to get sick on the inside? It's hard for children to understand depression and to understand anxiety because they can't see it. It's it's terrible that anybody would experience any sickness or injury, but at least when it's a physical situation, a child can comprehend that a little bit easier. When it is inside, when it's chemical, when it's emotional, when it's hormonal, and all of the things that combine, and it traumatic sometimes, there's so many different things that can combine to put a person in that place of depression. It's hard for a child to understand. But this book is written in a way to help them understand what it is like. And so I have so much more I'm going to say and do with this book and make lots of videos, but I just wanted to start by saying I wrote a book and I'm officially launching it today. We're going to have a few launches in a few different ways. One that I'm super excited about is with Lifeline here in Canberra, which I'm gobsmacked and so thrilled and honored that they would allow me to do that. But I will be having a book launch with Lifeline here in Canberra. Delwyn and I are also looking to get into a few other bookshops, but this book is available online as well. Right now it's only available in one spot, and I will link that in the description below, but that is with a company called 2 Publishing. But I am hoping to be able to sell it right here from YouTube very soon, and also on my Instagram account. So my dream is to get this book into the hands of as many people as possible. This has never been about profit or anything like that. And I can honestly tell you, like, I'm not trying to play our own tune or anything like that, but this has been a sacrifice on the end of Dave and I to get this book out. Like, we have invested quite a lot into making this happen. And so, you know, even if I were to sell every single copy, I don't think that I would be making a profit from it. It's not, that has never been the heart behind it, but I would love to get as many copies of this book into the hands of those who need it. Again, it doesn't need to be someone with postnatal or prenatal depression. It could be a mum, it could be a dad. It's written about parents. And so, yes, I am just so excited. So again, my heart for this is not profit or anything like that. We do have to sell it because we would love to be able to reprint, also possibly republish. We've got some great ideas and, you know, sequels and everything in the works, but my heart is to get this into the hands of anybody who needs it. And so if you are interested, or if you know someone who might be interested, please reach out, please contact me. I would love to get this in your hands if at all possible. If I can sell it personally without having to ship it, we're selling it for $18.99, and if it's online, it's $25, but that includes free shipping Australia-wide. So I'm so excited. This is my big announcement. Dave and I are thrilled and honored and humbled that we have gotten to this place that we can do this. And yeah, we just pray now that the Lord will use it wherever possible and however possible to help people. So I will be back with many other videos about this, but so excited to share it with you here first. You are the first people to hear about this. I have been waiting to launch it, and I haven't done anything until I've been able to launch it on YouTube first. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow actually for one more video for Vlogtober, and then we'll be back to normal. But thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye.